My dear one, you may not yet grasp the weight of what I'm about to say, but lean in. Open not just your outward mind, but the innermost chamber of your heart. Not the space dressed up by tradition or shaped by others' expectations, but the quiet center where your soul first recognized me before the noise of the world taught you to doubt. I'm not speaking from some distant throne or unreachable height. I speak from beside you, from within the silence you thought was empty, from the pain you believed no one saw. I've been close, closer than your breath, closer than your memories. You were not the product of randomness. I did not fashion you in haste. You were designed with intention, delicately, deliberately, purposefully. I knew your laugh before it ever echoed in a room. I felt your sorrow before your first tear traced your cheek. And even when you forgot me, I remembered you. I remember the fearless faith you once had. Before disappointment turned your hope into hesitation, before the delays, the betrayals, the unanswered prayers made you wonder if I had left. But even when your inner flame dimmed, I never turned my face away. You searched for answers, for relief, for something to fill the quiet where you thought I had vanished. But I never left. I stayed. I watched over you. I waited, not in frustration, but in love. And not once did I give up on you. You thought silence meant absence. You thought my stillness meant indifference. But I was working in depths your eyes couldn't yet see. You asked for the storm to stop, but I was building you to withstand it. You wanted immediate rescue, but I was laying foundations for the next chapter of your calling. Where you saw delay, I was building roots. Where you felt abandoned, I was shielding you. I saw what you couldn't. Not just your circumstances, but your soul, the soil of your identity. I pulled out lies, watered dry ground, and strengthened your spirit, not with applause, but with truth. Now, hear me. This is the hour of awakening. Not an emotional high that fades, but a holy shift in how you live, how you see, how you walk forward. You weren't made to survive cycles of confusion. You were made to rise, to be led, not by familiarity, but by faith. Even if you feel too distant from boldness now, I see it still alive in you. You haven't lost it. You've only forgotten how it felt. But I remember, I speak your name. Not the one shaped by failure, shame, or fear, but the name I whispered into eternity before your first breath. That identity hasn't vanished. It's waiting. You are not too late, not too lost, not too damaged. The design still stands, and so do I. This message isn't for your past self, the one who seemed more spiritual or strong. It's for you now, the tired version, the one carrying silent battles, worn prayers, and fragile belief. I'm not asking for performance. I'm inviting presence. I never demanded strength for you to be loved. I never required perfection to speak with you. I waited for a pause, this pause to whisper again. Let every accusing voice in your mind begin to fade. Let the shame melt away. You are not a disappointment to me. You are not overlooked. I see you as I always have, through love, not judgment. Let my voice silence your inner critic. Let my presence quiet the confusion that's wrapped around your identity. I have not changed my mind about you. The calling remains. The purpose still stands, and I remain. This is your return, not to religious routine, but to relationship, not to spiritual pressure, but to holy rest. I am here, and I've never been more ready to meet you in this very moment. You wonder if this stirring is real, or if it's just your heart reaching for comfort. Let me answer you clearly. This is not imagination, it's recognition. Your spirit knows me. This is not fantasy, it's remembrance. I am the same voice that's always surrounded you. I'm not speaking to your intellect, I'm speaking to your essence, to the part of you that remembers me beyond theology, beyond wounds, beyond church hurt, beyond the confusion of human failure in my name. I'm not like the ones who misrepresented me. I'm not like those who judged your pain or made you feel small for struggling. I saw every battle, every silent night, every tear that never made it to your pillow. And through it all, I never withheld myself. I never recoiled. I never rolled my eyes at your doubt. Every reach of your heart moved me, and now I reach back, tangibly, powerfully. Let me tell you what I see in you. Not what fear says, not what shame repeats. I see resilience wrapped in weariness. I see beauty untouched by bitterness. I see a heart still capable of burning with faith. I see light, not snuffed out, only buried. You are not a failure that somehow survived. You are a testimony still being written. I define you, not by your story's darkest chapters, but by the divine light I placed in you from the start. Yes, others may see what happened to you. I see what I put inside you. A voice, a gift, a spirit not meant to perform, but to live boldly, healed, awakened. I have not disqualified you. Your past does not intimidate me. Your doubts don't discourage me. Your imperfection never lessened my desire for you. You're not far from me. You are one surrendered breath away. Don't let shame trick you into silence. Don't believe the lie that you have to fix yourself before coming close. You've always belonged to me, even in rebellion, even in numbness, even when you ran. Nothing has surprised me. Nothing disqualified you. I love you because I made you, and I'm not letting go. I don't need a polished version of you. I want the honest one, the one that's scared to hope again, but still dares to. Let me rebuild trust in you, one moment at a time. My love isn't fragile. It doesn't withdraw. I don't vanish like others did when you broke down. I remain, so here is my invitation. Let me come closer, not later. Not when you feel ready. Now you're not behind. You're not too broken. What was lost is not lost to me. I walk with you, not just at the end, but through every valley. This is not a demand. It's a gentle call to rest. Let my voice be louder than fear. Let my love wash away the echoes of guilt. You don't have to strive. You're already seen. You don't have to perform. You're already loved. Come near, my child. I never gave up on you, and I never will. A new script. The shift has already begun. My child, I know you've longed for the pain to end more quickly. I heard every cry whispered into the night. I caught every tear that fell in silence. Not a single moment of your suffering went unseen. But while you grieved what was visible, I was working in the hidden places, where healing begins its sacred work. I saw the unseen roots pressing deeper into the soil of faith. Growth was happening beneath the ache. I watched as stillness taught your ears to hear me more clearly. I allowed the silence, not to harm you, but to sharpen your sensitivity to my spirit. The pressure you thought would break you was forging a strength that darkness now fears. What once threatened to crush you now trembles at the sound of your voice. Yes, pain confronted what you believed about me. But that confrontation was not your undoing. It was your invitation. It stripped away shallow beliefs that couldn't hold under pressure. It revealed that I was never just your seasonal help. I am your eternal covenant keeper. I never vanished in the dark. I stepped into the shadows with you. I was there in the sterile hospital room. I was beside you on the nights the phone stayed silent. I sat with you as betrayal shattered your confidence. I wasn't the one who caused the wound, but I was the one who carried you while you bled. My presence wasn't absent. It was just hidden. So your roots would grow deeper, stronger, truer. I know it hurt. I know you questioned everything, even me. But here is what matters most. You made it through. And when you walk through fire and come out still standing, what remains in you cannot be destroyed. The lies didn't win. The depression didn't steal who you are. The enemy tried to bury you, but I used the very soil to plant you. And now, beloved, it's time. The season of rising begins. But hear me with your spirit, not just your ears. Healing does not require full understanding. Surrender, not clarity, is the foundation of your restoration. Your mind will always search for reasons, but your spirit already recognizes my goodness, even when your world doesn't reflect it yet. You are not disqualified because you doubted in the storm. You're not weak for struggling to trust. I didn't build your spirit for fleeting spiritual highs. I shaped you for endurance, for legacy, for lasting transformation. This is why the journey took longer than you hoped, because I was building capacity. You prayed for promotion, and I began forming the character to sustain it. You cried out for clarity, and I was refining your vision to see through the lens of faith. You desired relief, but I was offering something greater, eternal strength. The pain wasn't punishment, it was permission. Permission to awaken. Pain unmasks what comfort hides. It calls forth questions that lead you deeper. And even when you wrestled, even when you shouted in frustration, I never turned away. Your accusations didn't offend me. They moved me. Because even in your questioning, you were still reaching for me. That reaching, imperfect as it was, mattered. It shifted everything. And now I tell you this with certainty. Not one drop of your suffering will be wasted. I will use all of it. I will restore what seemed irreparable. I will breathe life into what looked long dead. And when you look back, you will not see a trail of despair. You will see the fingerprints of my guidance through every valley. This is your beginning, not your end. The season has shifted. The tide has turned. The ground beneath you has already been prepared. What was once delay is now divine alignment. The promises I whispered are moving into reality. This is your sacred alignment. Beloved one, you don't have to apologize for protecting your peace. The battle you feel is real, not always because others are evil, but because certain places, people, and patterns are simply out of alignment with what I've placed within you. You were never meant to feel at home in atmospheres that grieve your spirit. This is not about judging others. This is about guarding what's holy within you. Your eyes, your ears, your heart, they are gates. What you watch, what you listen to, what you scroll through, none of it is harmless. These things mold how you see me, how you see yourself, and how you see your calling. I'm inviting you into a life of intentionality. Feed your spirit truth. Create an environment where my presence is not a visitor, but the host. Let worship become more than music. Let it become your mood, your language, your instinct. Let your thoughts bless me. Let your silence be filled with me. Holiness isn't about what you avoid. It's about who you welcome. And when you welcome me, joy doesn't need to be manufactured. It flows. Treat your time as sacred. I know how easily the hours slip away, into obligation, into survival, into mindless distractions. But now I'm calling you to something higher. Not rigid devotion, not guilt-driven discipline. I'm calling you to communion. Real, vibrant, living communion. Don't just read my word to meet a quota. Read it to meet me. Even if you stay on one verse for days, if that verse brings your heart closer to mine, you're walking in worship. I'm not looking for more information from you. I want transformation in you. And that comes not through speed, but through depth. As you sit with me, I will uncover the word in ways that speak directly into your life. It won't just instruct, it will breathe. It will strengthen where others see routine. It will ignite where others feel dry. Because my word is not stale ink on a page, it is breath and it is fire. When you open it in hunger, it will open you in return. Now more than ever, your choices must be shaped by spiritual discernment. You cannot afford to move based on comfort or popularity. Not every open door is from me. Not every voice carries my truth. Learn to pause. Ask me, is this your way, Lord, or mine? I will answer. Maybe not always loudly, but listen for the gentle nudge, the hesitation that holds you back, the peace that pulls you forward. The more you practice, the clearer my leading will become. Don't be afraid to miss it. I'm patient with your process. I'm not expecting perfection, only nearness. Walk close enough to feel my redirection and trust that even your detours can become altars if you let me lead. Above all, live with sacred expectation. This is not hype. This is not emotional hype that burns out in days. This is the steady fire of trust. Expect me to show up. Expect me to speak. Expect light to enter dark places. Expect joy to break through sorrow. Expect clarity where confusion once ruled. That is not arrogance. That is worship. That is the language of faith. Expectation silences fear before it has a voice. It shuts the door on anxiety before it settles in. It awakens strength even when your body feels tired. This posture of faith is not performance, it is presence. When you live in faith, even the storms become pulpits for my glory. I'm not calling you to strive. I'm calling you into rhythm, a divine rhythm. You'll still face battles, but you'll never fight them alone. You'll be stretched, but not abandoned. You'll be tested, but you'll have authority. You will be guided, not just by theology, but by truth alive within you. Truth about who you are, where you're going, and what I've built you for. Trust the pace, even when it feels slow. Honor the stillness, even when it feels like nothing is happening. I am forming you into something rare, solid, refined, and unshakable. This kind of faith doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. It stands because it's rooted in me. So rise now, my child, not with panic, but with peace. Let your life be marked by intention. Let your decisions come from discernment. Let your words carry grace and clarity. Let your heart expect me daily, not occasionally, daily. This is walking by faith, not just a moment of belief, but a lifestyle of believing. And I will walk with you, step by step, word by word. And as we walk, listen, because I'm uncovering every lie that buried your identity. I'm restoring every part of you that was stolen by fear, silenced by rejection, or worn down by survival. Sacred stillness and spirit-filled shifting. A new script with the same core as your original. My beloved, when your heart feels heavy and the world moves too fast, return to the places where my voice still echoes with power. Go to the Gospels when you forget who I truly am. Let them remind you, not just of my teachings, but of my tenderness, my tears, and my triumph. When your path feels unsure, turn to Proverbs. Let wisdom settle your steps and sharpen your discernment. Stay in a single passage until it breathes life again. Don't rush past my whispers. Linger until the word becomes alive within you. Ask me, what are you saying to me today? And I will answer, not always loudly, but always clearly to the soul that waits. Keep a journal, not just for insights, but for encounters. Write what stirs your spirit, what pricks your conscience, what wraps you in peace. Over time, you'll see it. This isn't a one-way monologue. It's a divine conversation, an unfolding story between you and me. This is how your spirit becomes strong, not through noise, but through nurture. Not through quantity, but consistency. It's not how much you hear, but how you learn to listen. Practice silence often. This world is noisy and fast, but your soul needs stillness to breathe. Your mind rushes, but your spirit moves slow and deep. I am not found in chaos. I am hidden in quiet. Just a few minutes of true stillness each day can water your faith more than hours of distracted motion. Turn off the noise, lay down the performance. Come into my presence with no script, no agenda, just awareness. I'm already there. You'll be surprised how much peace I'll pour into that holy pause. Those quiet moments aren't empty. They are weighty, sacred, eternal. In that hush, your soul realigns. In that silence, faith takes root, and my voice grows clearer. But I did not design you to walk this journey alone. Yes, I meet with you in the secret place, but I also reveal myself through others. Seek community that hungers for me. Surround yourself with people who speak life, who stir your faith, not your fears. When you feel dry, pour into someone else. I will refill you. When you encourage another, I will place fresh oil in your own jar. The body of Christ isn't a metaphor. It's living, breathing, and you are a vital part of it. You don't grow stronger by isolation, but by connection. Let others sharpen you. Let them remind you of what I've spoken when your memory grows dim. Stay planted, not out of religious duty, but for the sake of your strength. And above all, guard your expectation. Keep it alive. Expect me to speak. Expect revelation when you open the word. Expect healing when you worship. Expect answers when you pray. You don't need to beg me to be close. I already am. What I need from you is belief. That belief will reshape your reality. It will steady you when emotion fades. It will carry you through storms and help you stand when all else shakes. You are not walking into this next chapter unprepared. You are stepping forward with me, with wisdom, with instruction, with promise. These are not heavy burdens I'm handing you. They are invitations. I am not distant, I am daily. I do not only come when the fires burn or the waves crash. I come in the quiet hour, the ordinary moment, the hidden space. Let me be your center, not just your refuge. Walk with me in stillness, not only in crisis. Walk with me in routine, not only in revelation. Let your life become a sanctuary, not just your Sunday, but your every breath. Let each step be tuned to my whisper, and here is what I promise. As you walk with me, I will reveal who you truly are. Not the masked version, not the fearful version, but the one I formed before time, the one marked by my spirit, healed by my love, and chosen to carry my presence. Listen now, focus your ears, open your spirit. What I speak to you in this moment is not general, it is personal, it is sacred. You've walked through long seasons where the outside looked unchanged, but on the inside, everything was being rearranged. You wondered if heaven had gone quiet. You questioned the slowness of the days, but even when you couldn't see it, the shift had already begun. Now I say this plainly, the cycle is breaking, the waiting is ending, the water is stirring, the time of stagnation is closing, and movement is beginning. What I whispered to you in secret is about to become visible through you. I'm not just restoring what you lost, I'm redeeming it. And I'm not returning you to what was, I'm advancing you into what's next. This is your holy awakening, my child. What I am doing in you is no longer just internal, it will radiate outward. You won't need to explain yourself. You won't have to defend what I'm doing. My glory will rest upon you so tangibly that it will speak louder than words. My mercy will shine through your countenance. My power will fill your voice when you do speak. You are becoming a living encounter, a vessel of restoration that will awaken others, not through performance, but through presence. This isn't just about your personal breakthrough. This is a divine ignition, a ripple that will flow from your life into homes, hearts, and hidden places. I am making you an atmosphere carrier. Wherever you go, I go. Wherever you stand, heaven will stand with you. You have been saturated in my spirit, not for inspiration alone, but for activation. Now take a breath. Not a shallow one, but deep, releasing, holy breath. Let go of that white-knuckled grip you've kept on your emotions, your expectations, and your need to control the outcomes. I'm not asking you to manage it all. I'm asking you to release it all. I am your shelter, your stillness, your strength. I fill the places no person could ever reach. I heal the places words cannot reach. Let me dwell, not just near, but in you. Let my spirit move freely in every corner of your heart. I don't just come with peace, I come with power. I don't just arrive with comfort, I bring courage. You will begin to pray with new fire, hear with clearer discernment, and move with a different boldness. Not because you performed your way into this moment, but because you opened every door and gave me full access. And when I enter fully, I never come empty-handed. I bring healing for old wounds, strength for new seasons, joy where sorrow lingered, and purpose where confusion clouded. Even now, I feel your heart stirring again. Breathe me in. I am not passing through. I am here, and I am staying. This moment is not just a beautiful memory. It is a divine marker, a turning point in your spirit. Every word I've spoken, every ache you've walked through, every stirring you've felt in this journey, it has not been to make you feel better. It was to prepare you to live differently. You are not leaving this moment the same. A shift has occurred. Your circumstances may not yet echo the change, but your spirit already knows. This was sacred ground. I didn't just speak to soothe you, I spoke to send you. This is more than survival. It's a commission. You've been appointed, not just to endure this season, but to carry my presence into the next one. And you will not carry it timidly. You will carry it with clarity, with peace, and with authority. There's no returning to the former version of yourself. That version has served its purpose. It has completed its assignment. Now rises the one I've awakened, the one who knows my voice again, the one who carries wholeness where there was once fracture. You will no longer be led by fear. You will no longer bow to doubt. You will no longer apologize for the weight of glory I have placed within you. You were never made to echo others. You were formed to be a sound all your own, a voice shaped in silence, refined by fire, and revealed in due time. That time is now. I go before you. I walk beside you. I dwell within you. And though weapons may form, they will not prevail, not because they don't exist, but because I have marked you with my hand. And what I mark, no enemy can overtake. Let the world speak. Let the past shout. None of it carries more authority than my voice. I have the final word, and I've spoken it over you. You are mine. You are chosen. You are rising. You are ready. Amen. If this word reached the deepest part of you, don't keep it hidden. Share it. There is someone else wandering in silence who needs to hear that I have not abandoned them. You've received light. Now be the light. Respond with faith. Whisper, Amen. Obey what you feel in your heart. That is enough. Stay close. Don't let this holy moment fade into memory. Dwell where my presence lingers. Remain where my voice is speaking. There is more, so much more, and I want you ready to receive it.